Hi, and welcome to Edolab Markets. In this video we show you how Edo Volatility Regime Engine works. Volatility is not a number you read once. It is a regime, and regimes change. This indicator classifies the market into one of 5 regimes, tracks how long the current one has been running, and keeps a log of the last changes. On International Paper Weekly the regime is expansion up, 1 bar old, and the 3 lower time frames agree with it. Everything you need to judge a breakout, in one panel. On the chart there are 3 layers. The first is a pair of statistical bands around a moving basis. The second is a dotted channel that marks the highest high and the lowest low of the period. And the third is the basis itself, colored by regime, which is the line price leans on while a trend holds. 2 different definitions of range, drawn together, the statistical one and the literal one. On Starbucks Weekly the regime is trend up, but the stage row already reads exhaustion, 7 bars in. The shaded vertical blocks are squeezes, stretches where the bands compressed below their usual width. The squeeze row counts the bars while one is active. Right now on Vodafone Weekly there is none, so it reads a dash. But the log below remembers the last one, and the chart still shows where it was. A squeeze is not a signal. It is a state of stored energy, and what matters is the bar that ends it. Here is the bar that ends one. Solar Weekly broke the lower edge of the channel. A marker prints, the regime flips to expansion down, and the stage counter restarts at 1 bar. The percentage rows tell you how extreme it is, near 0 on both scales means price is pinned to the floor of its range. And the 3 lower time frames are aligned bearish, which is what the alignment row means by triple bear. Let's go through the panel properly. The first row is the regime itself. 5 possible readings, trend up, trend down, expansion up, expansion down and range. Expansion is the breakout bar. Trend is the continuation that follows. Range is the absence of both. The second row, stage, is how mature that regime is, with the bar count next to it. On Match Group Weekly the trend is 1 bar old, so the stage reads early. A fresh regime and a tired one are not the same trade. The third row is where the current band width sits against its own history, as a percentile. Low readings mean the market is quieter than usual. High readings mean it is already moving fast. The fourth row gives you 2 positions at once, inside the statistical bands, and inside the literal channel. On General Mills Weekly they disagree, and that gap is the interesting part, price is high in one measure and mid-range in the other. The second block runs the same classification on 3 lower time frames, without leaving the weekly chart. 1 hour, 4 hours and daily, each with its own regime and its own volatility percentile. And the alignment row summarizes them, triple bull, triple bear or mixed. Robinhood Weekly is the case worth learning, the weekly regime is up, and the 3 lower frames are all bearish. That is not a contradiction. It is a warning that the pullback is happening underneath your time frame. The third block is the one that makes this engine different. The event log. Every regime change, every channel break and every squeeze is written down with its date, newest first. So you do not have to scroll back and reconstruct what happened. The last 5 changes are already there. Read top to bottom, the log tells you the story of how the market got to the regime it is in now. The same events are marked on the chart, as small flags at the bar where they happened. So the log and the chart are 2 views of the same thing, one by date, one by position. The triangles are channel breaks, the flags are regime changes, and the shaded columns are the squeezes. Together they let you audit the indicator instead of trusting it, which is exactly what you should be doing. Everything is adjustable. Let's open the settings. The band length and its 3 deviations, the channel length, and the break rule, body only, or wicks included. The volatility lookback, and the 2 thresholds that decide when the market counts as compressed or expanded. And with a scroll, the 3 timeframes of the multi-timeframe block, the regime history depth and the number of rows in the log. Cancel reverts everything, so you can explore without touching your setup. The indicator ships with 12 alerts. Let's open the Create Alert dialog. Squeeze started and squeeze released, and the 2 channel breaks, up and down. Then the 4 band crossings, on the 2nd and 3rd deviation, upper and lower. The 3 multi-timeframe ones, triple squeeze, triple bull and triple bear, and the stage exhaustion warning. We recommend squeeze released as an early warning, and the triple alignment ones as confirmation. To recap, Edo Volatility Regime Engine does not generate entry signals and does not predict tops or bottoms. It classifies volatility into regimes, tells you how mature the current one is, checks 3 lower time frames, and keeps a dated log of every change. Edo Volatility Regime Engine is available by invitation only. Structure before signals, context before confirmation, clarity over noise. This is Edolab Markets, and we'll see you in the next video.